Next up, a new report, Goldman Sachs is in talks with Apple to basically set up loans for iPhones and other gadgets and devices. Customers buying, say, a $1,000 iPhone 10 could take out a loan from Goldman instead of putting on the high-interest credit card. Let's take a check of Apple stock. The stock closing the day in the red. Our next guest says, you know what, parents, you got to watch out. Don't let your kids go into debt now over an iPhone. Let's bring in the author of Your Kids Are Your Own Fault. He is Larry Winget. What do you think? Millennials getting loans for iPhones, Larry.
You know, this story just astounds me on so many levels, Liz, really. I look at a deal like this and say, who's going to win on this deal? Is it going to be the consumer? No, they can already go into debt to buy a phone. And chances are they didn't need that phone to begin with. They've already got a phone, and they just want some new bells and whistles, like they're using all the bells and whistles they've already got on their phone. So the consumer's not going to win. On a deal like this, the group that wins is the manufacturer, Apple, and the people loaning the money, which is going to be Goldman Sachs. Those two groups will win, but not the person who's borrowing the money. And besides that, a phone is a consumable. It's like groceries. It's like clothes. You don't go into debt for that stuff.
Yeah, for goodness sakes. I mean, you want kids getting out of the parents' basement and, buying homes. That's the issue. Here's the other thing, Larry, that's going on. This is another sign of a growing economy. Quinnipiac saying that poll came in that Trump is doing well with the economy. Now economists saying more people are actually quitting their jobs in December. It's the highest level in 16, 17 years. More than 3 million people. Why? Because the number of job choices are growing. They're confident enough to go find another job. But Larry, remember when Nancy Pelosi said Obamacare would do that, would give more job choices? Watch.
So much is already in effect, but so much more will happen January 1st. It's transformational. It's about life, a healthier life, liberty, freedom, the liberty to pursue your happiness, whether you want to be a photographer, a writer, start your business, be self-employed, change jobs. You're not job locked. You can follow your passion, not your policy, be job locked by your policy. It's entrepreneurial. It frees people up to go again, start their own businesses and not stay where they are because of health insurance.
Well, this is the other side of the looking glass mirror thinking. I mean, that didn't happen. Obamacare costs soared dramatically. People stayed in their homes because Obamacare costs went up. They got stuck in their jobs. So which is it, Larry? Tax cuts or Obamacare? Which creates more jobs and opportunity?
Well, it looks like, if we're just looking at what just happened, it looks like tax cuts has done the best job at creating more jobs. But, anytime somebody quits their job, and I read the rest of this story, and you have a lot of experts, supposedly they're experts, out there saying this is a good thing because it shows confidence. Listen, I'm just old school enough to believe that you ought never to quit your job, especially when anybody in the government on any side says it's a good idea.
But it's about more jobs are out there. Right?
Yeah, but you quit a job when you've already secured a new job.
I hear you.
Not on the hopes that you might find a job based on some politician's promise. You always quit a job when you've got a job.
Okay, Larry Winget, we love having you on. It's great to see you. Come back soon. Now let's get to this story. The department store Macy's. There are